you made it this far, I would like to give you a bonus.
What if I told you that martial arts self-defense fighting have a shared correlation that no one teaches? I've been through 3 different martial arts, and yet, more than research, movements, and training, they never introduced me to what I'm about to reveal to you from observing the mentors. To them is something blurred like sharpening a knife with a stone through time and patience, and not something that can be sharpened right away, as if done with a machine. Before I reveal to you this secret that will boost the way you acquire movements and techniques, I need something from you. Shift your focus. Be the machine. Only one task. Nothing more. Ready? Ready? Step 1. Get in your fighting stance. Step 2. Loosen everything from above the hips. Step 3. With your loosened arms, elbows, shoulders, hands. Imagine that you are touching your knees. Like if you were Mr. Fantastic or Elastigirl. Hands on your knees. Step 4. From there, the position. We will call it instance. From there, raise your hands up as if you're about to throw punches. And don't loose the instance. If you loose it, all that you did will be worth less. Try to record yourself when you are doing the steps above to watch for the resulting step 4. And learn how to keep it the moment you raise your fists. Step 5. Maintaining the instance, you will move from the hips. Don't fire any punches. Step 6. Move around. Create circles with your movement. Squares. From left to right, right to left. You will lose the instance. So repeat. Step 7. Once you don't lose the instance and know how to move around, start firing punches. Not from the arms. Shoulders are back, but from the hips. Imagine that there is a fire charging from the hips upwards that you will use to throw punches, elbows, or palm. Heel strikes. If you are doing it correctly, your body will move by itself. Head, hips, and even your breathing pattern will shift. Now that your knife is sharpened, this is where it gets tricky. It's time to use it. Use it! Have a nice day.
Nah.
But seriously, this is what most people, even instructors, do. Because they got a feel for it. Or years of experience, they pretend you do the same. Here at Learning Curve, we aim to be the machine. Going simple, master foundations, then build towards the top. Machine time. Ready, set, go!
Knife. To use the tool, you need 2 more instances, while keeping the first instance, the physical one. You'll have to create 2 mental instances. Are you ready? Instance 2 is Predator mode. You will need a punching bag or a really good concentration on shadow boxing, but better go get the bag. It's not that expensive. Come on.
Send to the bag in the middle of your personal dojo. Practice step number 5 of instance number 1. The physical instance. The bag will be your center, anchor point. From the bag, you will live, you will breathe, and eat. The bag is first. You are second place, you loser. Remember eating from the bag. Eat the bag. That is your sustenance. That's your prey. Eat it. Go there and practice step 7. Hit it. Eat it. Congratulations. Here's your bloodthirsty medal. Now you get the mentality of tigers. But imagine there's another tiger. The tiger also fires back. So now you will have to learn how to retreat. Keep fighting another day. Leave everything and start panicking right away. Or so you would do if I hadn't teach you the latter. When a tiger starts firing back, the only thing you will think of is this is not your day like a magician showing a trick you will only have in mind. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing there, because not today. Other tiger, not today. While maintaining step number 6 of instance number 1, you will move quickly, in and out. Speed will be your modus operandi. Predator mode is gone. Now you are the prey, but the prey shall be faster than the predator today. The predator will starve! That's your second instance. Instance of 3.
For this, you will have to be more focused on shadow boxing or buy a speed bag and tie it with a long rope. For you will not get instant Shri until somebody or something is actually trying to hit you.
In conclusion, martial arts and self-defense hold a hidden correlation that is often overlooked. By following the steps I've shared, you can enhance your movements and techniques. Remember, it's not just about physical training. It's about shifting your mindset, becoming the predator and the prey, and mastering the art of speed and precision. I'm grateful to have shared this journey with you, building a strong bond between us. As we continue on this path together, let's embrace the spirit of constant learning, growth, and focus. Thank you for joining me today on this adventure. Until we meet again, keep exploring, keep pushing your limits, and keep becoming the best version of yourself.
Remember, don't leave everything I just told you out of in the wind. Try to master Predator and Prey mode. Switch between them. Gain more insights in it. Be quicker, be faster, be more powerful. And if you want to get some cool shit relating to your fighting journey, you can get them in the link